your criminal face on.
You said you said this is my happy face.
What do we have? We have a driver, he's compliant. Part 2, what do we have? We got one driver, he's compliant. Part 3, here. Part 4, here. Alright, moving up for me now. Keep your hands there, don't move. Keep your hands there, don't move. Don't move. Hang on now.
Even though the threat has been taken out of the vehicle, they're still going to clear the vehicle. If somebody can be, if they, in case they miss it, so that it can be shown.
So basically what we did was it was a vehicle assault, right? Everybody has a role. Everybody needs to know the role and what to do. So we come up, usually we'll get closer, right? But we don't want to cause any damage to the vehicle. But we come up closer, we actually pin bumper to bumper. We have another vehicle that comes this way, so we're pinning that vehicle because otherwise this guy's taking off and what are we doing, right? Just in there like trying to call it out. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna have another like another tactical vehicle that's gonna come and pin it up here. This is gonna get bumper to bumper. Everybody has a role. We call these sections pods. Pod 1 is your front. We come up here, we put the rifle right on here, and we give commands when we're coming up here. We'll have a breacher that will come, maybe he'll be like the second person. So the first guy's giving commands, the breacher's coming here. Bam, he's busting that window. Bam, he's busting this one. Bam, he busts that one. He moves back. Our second guy is coming up here. This is pod 2. We're gonna keep giving commands. There might be other people in here, might be a carload of people. He's in there. The lights are shining. We're giving commands, messing up people's OODA loops, right? This window's broken now. We have our pod 3 unit that's here. And we're right up on this vehicle. It's not going anywhere. They're not opening the door. They're not gonna fight us. We're not gonna allow anybody to overtake us, a tactical team that's skilled and trained to take you out, right? We're going home. Pod 4 is the back windshield. Once we get all that taken care of, and you guys are good. Once we get all that taken care of, we'll have somebody come around to the other side. We might have to then alternate on the other side depending on how the terrain works, right? Or if it's a bigger vehicle, whatever the case is. Then we'll pop the trunk, get that cleared, but we give each other our statuses. What do we got in pod 1? What do we got in pod 2, pod 3, and so forth, right? And everybody's taken out one by one. Everything that we do, this whole crouching down, the whole opening the door slowly, that's all tactics. It's not preferential or my preference, right? It's what we're trained to do, and it's done this way the whole time. Get everybody out.
And we've done this on the streets while we're in our blue uniform. You know, in that patrol car right there. We've done it. We've had to say, hey, go get the van. We're going to go get this guy, a murder suspect. He's going to be moving here in a little bit. And we've taken people down at Valeros. We've taken them down in HEBs, you know. So whatever vehicle is available, that's the one we're using. You know, we'll have to get guys in the back seat, and we'll have to prop the door to where, you know, you're going to have to ride with the door halfway open or something. But we get the job done.
And everything else. So it has a governor, right? We don't take it normally over 75, especially because it's hard to handle. It's a big, heavy beast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go 60, 65. We're not taking it to 70, 75. An alarm starts going off and tells us, hey, slow it down, right? I remember the first time I rode it, I was kind of worried. It's a SWAT truck. I don't want to mess anything up. I'm down the highway. I'm going like 60. People are passing me. I'm like, I don't care. But this guy in a Borden's milk truck comes and flies right by me. I'm like, all right, I pick it up a little bit, right?
And even though it's diesel, it uses a lot of tank.
Yeah, it's not miles per gallon, it's gallons per mile on this one.
70,
Yeah.
How come y'all approach on one side initially because of friendly fire shot?
So we approach on one side, keep everything. If there's like houses that way and nothing on this side, we're gonna deploy and we're gonna move onto whatever side we need, right? Safety of the public. We're also gonna deploy a bang before we move up, right? So we're gonna toss a bang, a distraction device. This guy sees us, he's pinned, a bang goes off here, his attention's drawn over here. By the time he like says, oh, you know, he looks back at us, we're already right on top of him, right?
Okay.
So this is kind of like...
It just depends how much time we have for the plan. If there's no time to plan, then you're gonna get kind of what this was, but in one of those vehicles. If it's a well-planned thing, they've been doing surveillance like overnight to the morning, and like, hey, we're ready, we've been waiting. One of the guys, like you said, we'll throw a flashbang, throw it right at that driver door when we're approaching, and that way it messes up his Uber. You know what I mean?
Cool. That makes sense.
The bumper in front is all steel.